Hello out there all, welcome to the Moose Truth, a channel that tells you what you don't want to hear even though you don't care to hear it. It is presently 5/23/2023. My workday was 5/22/2023. It is a Monday. Actually, it's a Tuesday because it's 1:15 in the morning here in the grand city of Chelsea, Michigan, where I, Moose, am on the way home from work in the dark, because that's the way I ride. Unfortunately, I am open to unfortunate circumstances of different wildlife and things that happen at dark. But you're not here for that, or are you? So, the other day, I had a little problem with my bike. Ooh, I just hit something nasty. And that problem being, I had a loud shifting going to neutral and drive, and I was a little hesitant. So I performed what they call a reinitialization, I believe, of the DCT transmission on this 2019 Honda Goldwing Tour. And I must say, anybody out there who hasn't done it yet because you're afraid to, easy peasy. Just got to wait for the temperature to be up. Type in your cheat code. Kind of remind me of the old video games where you had a cheat code. DD, neutral, D, neutral. But there's plenty of good channels out there. Cruiseman's Garage, Fred, I can't remember his letters and numbers of his channel, who does the Goldwing maintenance videos as well, along with a couple other ones. And there's also ones that are present on Google. What the hell's going on up there? Why is that so bright? That Phil, you know how to do that. So if you got to do it, feel free. Got rid of most of the problem, I think. The shifting's awesome again. Whoa, I forgot to put my foot down. And I'm happy about that. So, I wanted to do a quick video speaking about work. I know everyone loves to talk about work. It's my favorite subject. Yeah, right. I am an area lead, milling lead. I'm a lead at the milling department. And being the lead, I have employees under me who have, certain things that they're supposed to learn, depending on what their job title is. And many of them, or well, maybe not many of them, but quite a few of them have started on the path of becoming CNC mill setup techs. And our training sucks. I mean, it is just horrible. To get signed off is very simple, the way they have it written, which is a very unfortunate thing, because it gives people the false sense that they are something they're not when they don't have the skill set yet to become what they wanted to be. And it's doing a disservice to our company. It's doing a very big disservice to those individuals who feel that they are at that level and they don't really understand what that level is supposed to be. Let me elaborate. We used to have 3 levels of operators and 3 levels of setup. And that's just from the milling perspective. Lathe may have been the same way, but I can't speak to that for sure. So, what you had was, you had level 1, level 2, and level 3 operator. Level 3 being the top tier of an operator, and from level 3 they would go on to being possible level 1 setup, level 2 setup, and level 3 setup. Now the different levels of setup at our shop, more or less, was level 1 was 3-axis work, level 2 was 3-axis and 4-axis work with multiple fixtures and offsets and angles, so you could go to A0, which was basically a flat 3-axis plane. I know you can't see that in the dark, sorry. And then, 90s, 45s, 30, it can be any angle. And you got to be able to figure out those offsets. You have to be able to figure out what the fixturing in, find your touch-offs, your zeros, all that good stuff. I won't go too elaborate because many of you out there won't know what I'm really speaking about, and that's fine. But what we've done is we have many people now that are signed off at level 2 setup, we call it, and they're not level 2 setup, unfortunately, because whoever took their time to rewrite our procedure, training procedure a while back, put everything into one training procedure. So level 1, level 2, and level 3 are level 1, level 2, and level 3 operating and setup, basically. So it doesn't really spell out what you need to know. It used to be when you were a level 2, you could set up any 4-axis job for the most part in the shop within reason. There were a few special jobs that may be considered a little difficult if you didn't understand what you were doing, but you had that background. Level 3 means you could take pretty much any machine in the milling department and set that machine up, get a good first yield pass and a good part. And unfortunately now neither of those are true. We have so many people, at least 3 or 4 that I know have been signed off as level 2, that can't do the basic 4X without being trained on every little damn thing. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing in terms of their knowledge and their skill set, because we're the ones that signed them off saying, yeah, you're level 2, when they're not level 2. They're barely level 1 at that point. We made a system that made it too easy to get there, and now we're going to pay the price because we have too many people that think they are something they're not, and that's a shame. And we caused that ourselves. We all did that. I allowed it to happen. Management allowed it to happen. We all allowed it to happen. I'm the area lead, so I'm part of that as well. I didn't speak up enough about it, and I've been making quite a big fuss about it over the last 2 years, mind you, but not a whole lot's been done up to this point. Now, around side, I bring that back up. I did go ahead and I spoke to my management and told them that we need to get this nipped in the butt because now it's just starting to piss me off. And I've been assured that they have a new on-the-job training platform, metric, or whatever you want to call it. And I was shown a peek of what that is, and I must say, I think I can get behind it. They have a demonstration, a practice, 3 evaluations, 5 times for each evaluation. And at that point, you get signed off saying, yes, you can do that. You are signed off for that particular thing, skill set. And I think by doing something like that, raccoon, that we will be able to train people to a much higher standard and have people with the skill set that they think they have and should have, and I think that'll help out a lot. But unfortunately, right now, what happens is we have one gentleman, I'm not going to name names, so that one thing would be mean, who believes he's level 2, and he's happy he's signed off at level 2, which is the sadder part, because he basically took another level 2's time tonight, many times trying to get help because he didn't understand what he was doing. And what that did is that meant we had, not only he wasn't getting a whole lot done, now the gentleman that he took away from what he was doing isn't getting anything done, so now we didn't get a whole lot done on either machine. I probably should have nipped it in the butt a little sooner, but I wanted to see how it play out, and I saw firsthand. So now I know what I got to do. I got to figure out something else there, and, let them know that they can't do that again because, I don't fault the other gentleman for wanting to help and trying to be helpful to the other guy, but he basically I probably should have pulled him off that setup and had him go do something else. So I got to work on a way to figure that out in this new political bullshit world we live in where everybody's okay and needs a quiet place. Yeah, fuck you. I hate that shit. Anyways, that's just me. I am going to just continue on my way home. Appreciate you listening to me little rant here on the workplace. I will talk to you all later. Thanks for listening. To the Moose Truth.